Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you my double star log sheets for observing the double stars. So here is my latest log sheet, and as you can see on there, this is for my Newtonian reflector only. So we'll just go through it and I'll explain everything as I'm going. So, okay, some of this is quite self-explanatory. So we start at the top with the date and also the setup time. I normally set up an hour or so early so that I can let the telescope cool down and reach ambient temperature before using it. So the next one down would be the location. So in my case, it would be Bristol and the observer would be me. Next to that would be the humidity and the pressure of the weather, and also what type of weather it is, whether it's clear or overcast. The Bortle class would be the amount of light pollution in the night sky. So from Bristol, with the bad lights from Bristol, so it'd be a class 7, up anywhere up to 10, and 1 being outstanding, which I've never seen. So next to that is the transparency, so the actual sky conditions in the atmosphere. So 1 would be ultra fantastic, and 10 would be as bad as trying to look at a penny at the bottom of a swimming pool with the image shifting all the time. That's basically what the night sky does. So underneath that is the type of telescope that I'm using, whether it's my 6-inch Newtonian, my 10-inch Dob, as you've seen in the last video. Also, I've got a SkyMax telescope, which you will see in an upcoming video. And also next to that is the type of mount, so whether it's on a Dobsonian base, like my 10-inch Dobsonian, or whether it's on an equatorial mount. And again, I will show you that in an upcoming video. Next to that is the type of finder, whether it's an 8x50 or a 9x50, or whether it's a red dot finder. Those are very, very good. Underneath that is the constellation of the target that I'm looking in, and then the target name of the double star in question. Underneath that is the location of the objects in hours, minutes, and seconds, and also the declination will be in degrees, minutes, and seconds. So from Bristol, I normally write down the actual declination coordinates. So underneath that, whether it's a double star or a multiple star system, or multiple star systems come under double stars as well, because you could have multiple stars orbiting each other. So for example, you can have one star and its companion with another star around that companion. So underneath that is the magnitude of the object and also the colour of the double star as well. So for example, our star is a yellow small star, and at the surface of the sun is 6,000 degrees. And so if we were to look at big blue stars, those are incredibly hot, and if we look at giant red stars, those are very, very cold. Underneath that is the separation between the double stars. We can work that out, and also we can work out the angular position as well in a 360 degrees. So underneath that is the type of eyepieces that I use. So I normally use Folossal eyepieces. Next to that is a filter, so whether I'm using a light pollution filter to cut down the light pollution, and a Barlow lens, whether it's a ×2 or a ×3. I will show you those in another upcoming video as well. Underneath that is the start time and the finishing time. Obviously, that's very, very important to put down. And underneath that, you can see 3 circles, and that represents the eyepiece view. And as you can see, the cardinal positions are at a slight angle, and that's because of the telescope that I'm using and also the eyepiece that I'm using, as you can see there. So I will show you a picture now, which this would actually make a bit more sense to you. So as you can see on here, we've got our target star in the middle, and this circle represents the eyepiece itself. And as you can see, the cardinal points are on here. So north will always point towards Polaris, in the North Star in the northern hemisphere. That's where we are. And as you can see here, you can then work out which is south, which is east and west. So everything in the night sky comes from the east and then sets in the west. Just to point out that it's not the sky that's moving, it's the Earth's rotation that makes it look like the sky is turning. So I will now show you my other log sheet. So okay, this is for my Mac Cassegrain telescope and reflectors only. So again, it's the same information at the top, but as you can see at the bottom, the eyepiece views are slightly different orientation, as you can see. So I will just bring up another picture just to show you. So as you can see here, the cardinal positions are slightly different in this eyepiece position, as you can see. And this is for Schmidt Cassegrain telescopes, Mac Cassegrains like myself, catadioptrics telescopes, or refractors, as you can see. So north will always point towards Polaris, as I previously said, and then the opposite is south, and then you can work out which is east and which is west, from which the stars are actually turning. And just to show you another picture, so as we can see here, that this picture is a lovely picture of an open cluster, and it's M45, or the Pleiades cluster in Taurus. And as you can see here by the cardinal points showed that this is being viewed through a Newtonian refractor, like the one that I've got, as you've seen in my previous video, my 10-inch Dobsonian, which I'm very proud of. And hopefully this video has been interesting for you. I really enjoy it. I love looking at double stars, and it's nice to record your observations as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. See you in the next one, and remember, you've been watching Steve Plenty, and I am the Double Star Hunter. Bye for now. Clear skies. Bye.